New World Order, you underestimated the people. You took a gamble and you lost.
Okay, we don't like this. Okay, well then we're going to do this. And that is just how it's going to be.
Evidence brought to light that there is a corrupt officer, or that officer did shoot that kid on purpose.
I don't care how I look, I don't care how I sound, I don't care what the beat is. I just care the message gets across.
What's up, everyone? This is Tinman with the Resistance. If you're watching this, you are the Resistance. I'm on my way to church right now. Lucy just kicked out his videos, and I want to touch base more on what he was talking about, in addition to what Conspiracy Anon was talking about in his video. The division and the just sheer stupidity of what's going on in our world. Let's start with this fucking Ferguson bullshit. Yeah, a lot of cops are getting out of hand. They're doing shit they're not supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be upholding the law, not breaking the law. And they need to be held accountable when they do break the law. You know, I understand family and all that shit, but you know what? If you're a police officer and you've sworn to uphold the law and you see somebody breaking the law, whether they're a cop or not, they need to be held to the same fucking standards. Justice is justice. No ifs, ands, or buts. So I get that. But what's going on with all the stupidity and the fucking rioting and everything, that's just pure idiocy. That's idiocracy at its best. For those of you who don't know what idiocracy is, Google that shit, watch the trailer, fucking download the movie, whatever. It's about society de-evolving and becoming idiots. And that's what seems to be happening. A lot of us are acting like fucking idiots anymore. Why? Aren't we smarter than that? Aren't our educational systems and their standards higher than what they were when we were little kids? And even beyond that, our educational standards go up, but it seems our intelligence is going down. How the fuck does that happen? Pure and simple. It's not that we're not smart, just acting stupid. Doing stupid shit. Doing shit that we know we ought not to be doing. And it's not just blacks. White people do it too. Hispanics do it. Asians do it. Native Americans do it. You know, it doesn't matter what fucking race. Race is an illusion. Division in general is an illusion. Divide and conquer. Are you not familiar with that term, people? Because the globalists are. Those who are seeking to take away your rights and your freedoms are well aware of this. Why do you think this is happening? Why do you think the black community is being publicized in the media and this whole race card bullshit is being publicized in the media? It's to divide the people. Divide the people. One race against another. Blacks versus whites. The immigration issue. Americans versus Mexicans, even though it doesn't have anything to do with Mexico necessarily. Granted, a great many immigrants come from Mexico, but they also come from Canada and other countries and whatnot. So, that's that. But it's being publicized to divide you. You're against immigrants, illegal immigrants specifically, who are being labeled as being solely Mexican. So thus, you're not necessarily fighting against illegal immigration, you're fighting American versus Mexican. You're fighting against the Mexican community based on illegal immigration. Or divide and conquer. And it's the same so many fucking aspects. It's not just race. It's not just immigration. We're being played into this division bullshit on all levels. You got division on religion. You got Christians fighting against Mormons, Muslims, Hindus, this or that, just because they don't believe in Jesus Christ. But yet, they don't target the Jews or the Zionists because that's, quote, anti-Semitic. Even though they don't believe in Jesus Christ. That should be a red flag in and of itself, ladies and gentlemen. How could you target one and not the other? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Politics. We're divided on politics. Republican versus Democrat. Activists being called conspiracy theorists. Activists versus sheeples. Blah, blah, blah. More division bullshit. Hell, even in sports. You got these fantasy leagues, which create division. Fucking one team versus another. Not just the sports team in general, but the people who support those teams. There'll be bloodshed over fucking sports. See it all the fucking time. And don't say there's not division in sports. Because there is. Do you remember Cocoa Pebbles versus Fruity Pebbles? That whole thing started by WWE and the NFL and other sports agencies. Fruity Pebbles versus Cocoa Pebbles. More division. Yeah, it could be a fun thing, but it creates division. Stupid division. Team Fruity Pebbles versus Team Cocoa Pebbles, and all there is bloodshed and creates further division. Another fucking stupid ass division. The Twilight Saga. Remember that shit? Team Edward versus Team Jacob. Now, who should that chick get with? Even though all the die-hard fans have read the books, there was still major division. And a lot of those women who were fans caused that shit to get ugly real quick. They would fucking fight tooth and fucking nail, Team Edward versus Team Jacob, over who this bitch is gonna get with. Even though most of them were die-hard fans, read the fucking books before the movies were all out, and knew what fucking happened, and knew that the only reason that Jacob was, quote, in love with this chick was not because of her, but because of her unborn daughter. And you're probably thinking, oh shit, this guy's a fucking Twilight mark. Why the fuck should I even listen to him? I'm not a fucking Twilight fan. Not by any means. I've seen a few of the movies, but I'm not a fan. But any guy will tell you, you're dating a chick, or you've been married to a fucking chick, back in that time, you know. You fucking know that shit becomes a part of your daily life. Because most women, especially young women, will fucking die-hard fans of that. And any guy will tell you, you're in a relationship with a chick, her likes automatically become your likes, whether you want it to or not. You are going to be subjected to the Twilight Saga, or whatever your girl is into. You are going to know that shit. You are going to be watching the movies with them. And don't say we haven't sat down and watched a chick flick with our girl. Because we all have done it. We've all fucking done it. And we've all sat there and talked with our girlfriends and whatnot. And listened to them yappity yappity yap over the shit that we have no interest in. Don't say you haven't, guys. Because you all know you have. So that's not even relevant. But you got all this division going on because that's what is being pushed by the mainstream. Division here, division there. Divide and conquer. It's the big plan. How do you think they keep the prison populations under control? They keep the inmates pitted against each other so that they don't rise up and overpower the guards and take control of the prison. And so it is in real life. We're heading into a one-world dictatorship. We are, for all intents and purposes, in prison, whether physical or intellectual. And we're being treated as such. We're being divided against each other so that we don't join together and rise up against the corrupt who are using and abusing us. It's pure and fucking simple. You gotta fucking think about this shit. I know we've been addressing this a lot on TWBRN, but it's a relevant issue and needs to be addressed and needs to be fixed. Because if it's not fixed, we're dead. If we stay the course, we are dead. We are all fucking dead. So get it. Start thinking. Stop doing stupid shit and playing into these people's fucking hands, because they're playing you like fucking fiddles right now. They are playing you and manipulating you like fucking Play-Doh, and you're just fucking going with it. And people like myself are stuck having to point this out because we can't accomplish anything if we're fighting each other. And we're trying to get people to wake up, see what's going on. But they're too caught up in their fantasy leagues, and their Fruity Pebbles, and their Twilight, and the racial division. Fuck all that shit, and fuck racism. You know what? Lucy made a good point regarding the African American community. All you guys acting like fools. And I'm not saying that it's all blacks, because whites do it too. So do Hispanics and everybody else. You know, everybody acts a fucking fool sometimes. You know, no argument there. But using this and that as a fucking pretext and an excuse to act a fucking fool, this is downright dumb. Okay? Yeah. Many African American slaves can tie their ancestry back to the slave days and find members of their family who were slaves. And slavery was a bad thing. But what needs to be understood is that it wasn't just blacks who were enslaved. During the whole slave trade, even to today, where the slave trade is still going on in some African countries, it's not just blacks being sold into slavery. White motherfuckers get sold into slavery too. They've been sold into slavery. Okay? There's no race involved in slavery. Children of all nationalities today are getting sold into slavery, into prostitution and shit. Okay? Doesn't matter where you're from or what color your fucking skin is. You know? It's just fucking stupid. And even if it was just the black community, there's so much interracial shit going on right now, interracial relationships, that none of us are pure race. I have African American in me. Okay? So I'm just as much privy to that history as any other black person in this world. Okay? So there's no fucking white versus black. This doesn't exist. Even back in the old times, during the slave days, many slave owners and plantation owners married their female slaves. Okay? That wasn't uncommon. Okay? Wasn't greatly accepted, but it fucking happened. And thus, you have more interracial breeding and molding of the bloodlines, and it's just one big fucking pot. Okay? And if you're a Christian, you believe that we all came from the same original bloodline, Adam and Eve. So if that's even remotely true, we're all fucking one. We are one as a human race. There is no black, there is no white, there is no Mexican. It's just humanity. And we need to stop acting stupid and divided against each other and playing this race card, because that's what they fucking want. They want us divided. And we're not going to accomplish shit if we're divided and we're acting fools. Okay? That's another thing. Stop acting like fucking fools. Okay? Everybody wants to play this whole I'm hard shit. Yeah, you know what? Everybody's hard to a degree. Everybody's had their fucking trials and shit. But you know, this whole thug mentality, I've got absolutely no respect for it. Most of the people who are acting hard and live this punk life are just fucking punk ass kids. They ain't hard, they don't know what fucking hard is. You go to prison and you come out, think you're all hard and badass, you don't know what fucking hard is. Okay? You don't know how ridiculous it is. Okay? You think acting like a dumbass and trying to throw your weight around like you some fucking badass motherfucker earned you respect? Who does it fucking earn you respect to? Eh? The dumbasses that you got locked up with? Nobody fucking respects that shit. Society doesn't respect that shit. Eh? You can get locked up just as easily as the next man because you were acting a fool. Who are you trying to fucking impress? The people you got locked up with? That just makes you fucking stupid. And I see it all the time. It's not just blacks. People I live with, or the people I did live with in San Antonio, they act all fucking hard. They're just fucking stupid ass punks. Fucking professing this and that. Like it's fucking cool. Where is it cool to fucking hurt somebody? Isn't that what we're fighting for in the activist community? For our right to live, pursuit of happiness and all that shit? Okay? So where is it in any way cool to be a fucking punk? To hurt people? It's not. It's fucking stupid. And those who follow that whole philosophy and live that lifestyle are fucking stupid. Okay? Grow the fuck up. Get a fucking life. Make something of yourself. You want to be a real badass? Do something productive in this fucking world. Don't sit here and do this thug mentality like it fucking means something. Don't sit there and fucking riot versus demonstrate to try to prove a point that only fucking makes you look fucking stupid and degrades everybody and makes you look like idiots. Stop sitting there and doing all this stupid shit and just get your act together. Be a productive member of society. Try to change the world for the better rather than contributing to the problem. Pure and fucking simple. Because like I said, they're playing us like fiddles. You have the African community, which holds the majority of the prison population. Why? Because admittedly, the New World Order pushed gangster rap, made it seem like a cool fucking thing. Now everybody's fucking doing it like it's the fucking thing. And they're all winding up in jail because they followed the mainstream of the bullshit. Like dumbasses. Sitting there, running around, getting themselves in trouble, and then they wonder why people don't respect them. It's not because of the color of your skin, it's because you act stupid. White people do it too, blacks, Hispanics, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter the race. If you're acting stupid, you're not afforded respect. Because you're doing something stupid and you got cut up for doing something stupid. Pure and fucking simple. And one more thing I want to address. The whole N-word thing. I don't necessarily like it. It means ignorant, but it is used as a racial category. So, it shouldn't be used. And I agree it shouldn't be used. And that's where I have the grievance. Because if other people shouldn't fucking use it, neither should the black community. If if it's offensive and you want to be treated with respect, afford each other respect. Stop using fucking using a fucking slang of a racial slur to call out your boys. Like, what's up, nigga? Okay? You're just using a slang word to say, hey, what's up, you ignorant fuck? Okay? What's up? Yeah, slave name bullshit? Because that's what it was commonly used for, or it dates back to the fucking slaves, thanks to the Spaniards and all that shit. So now it's fucking tied to that. So why would you want to even associate yourself in any way with that word? If it's so fucking offensive that nobody else can use it, why should you use it? If it's degrading for everybody else to say it, it's just as degrading for you to say it. You're only degrading yourself. Fucking think. Fucking A, man. Be something better. Strive to be the good in this world. Or else we're going to wipe ourselves off the face of the fucking map. There ain't going to be no white, there ain't going to be no black, there ain't going to be no nothing. Because the New World Order played us against each other and wiped us all out. And the way things are heading, they're likely just to fucking kill all life on this fucking planet in the end anyway. And that's going to be the case if we don't fucking knock this shit off and start coming together as a human race to fight the real problems and the real issues. This sports team bullshit and everything else and all this division is just bullshit to keep us distracted from the real problems and divide us and conquer us. Start using your heads, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here where I need to be. So I'm out. Peace.